Good morning, students. Now we will start the next point of this our third unit, that is purchasing procedure. So, what exactly we are doing in this purchasing processing, or what are the steps which is involved in the purchasing processing that we are saying. So, what we have to do first step is need recognition. How much material is required as per the whatever the forecasting of our productions and sales. We have to decide that first we have to find out the recognition of the need. Then once we will got this recognition need, then we are having the what which type of the materials and other things and all these things quantity. All this we will see, and we will based on this we will find out the, or we can select the suppliers for that. This is my second step. Once we find out the suppliers and quantity and other things are finalized, then we will placing the orders. Once I place the orders, then fourth step is we are making the follow up of that order according to the our delivery time and other things, and requirement of the raw materials or the any other materials in the organizations. Once we go get this purchase order where material is received to the organizations, then we will go to the receiving, and then we are inspecting this particular things. This is our fifth steps of this purchasing procedure. Then sixth step is payment of invoice. Whatever the bids and other invoice price is there, according to that we will schedule the payments, and we will give the payments to the these particular things. Then this is the sixth step. The seventh step is the maintenance of the records. Maintenance of the records we can do with the help of the how we are doing this maintenance in this particular thing. So how much material is we are received, and we will maintain this records whatever the things which we are having. According to that, we will maintain the records. And last step is maintenance of our vendors. To developing the vendors, keeping the good relations with the vendors, or we are developing the new vendors, or we can have this maintenance of the vendors also. So like this, we are having the eight steps of the purchasing procedures. So what we are discussed a similar fashion, we can one by one we will go with these things. Recognition of the needs. This is the initiation procedure starts with the recognition of the need by the needy sections. The all the departments, whatever the materials required is asked and is collected cumulatively, and then we are giving this placing this particular order. Uh, the purchase requisitions clearly specify the details such as the specifications of the material, quality of the material, quantity of the material, and they also we are taking the supplier which we are suggesting for this particular things. Then we what we are all these things which we are getting the this all the this requisition from the different department, the which this requisition is compiled, and then we are processing that for the approval from the higher authorities. And once we will got this approval, then we will placing the this we are moving towards the next step. Next step is the selection of the supplier. The selection of supplier is the process of selection of suppliers involves the two basic aspects: searching for the all possible sources and shortlisting out the identified sources. Means whatever the was supplies which we are having, possible supplies, we will locate all the collect all the information, and then from that we will select the one. Complete information about the supplier is available from the various sources such as trade directors, advertisement in a trade journals, direct mailing by the supplier, interview with the supplier, salesman's suggestions from the business associate, visit to the trade fairs. All these things we will go through these things, and we will identify or we have select the supplier. Identification of more and more source of helps is selecting the better and economical supply. So we always must have the two three options here, so that there will be the competition between these suppliers, and then with the help of that we can get the economical supply. Then we are moving towards the selection of the supplier. In that again, we can what that when everything expect the price is equal, the lower vendor will be selected. So what the quality and other things are same, then we are having two three options, we will select these things. So we are having the such a type that with the help of this all these categories we will select the supplier. Then next is placing the order. Once the supplier is selected, next step is to place the purchase order. Purchase order is a letter sent to a supplier asking to supply the said material. At least 6 copies of the purchase orders are prepared by the purchase sections, and each copy is separately signed by the purchase officer. Okay. Out of these copies, one copy each is sent to the storekeeper, supplier, accountant sections, inspection department, and the department placing the requisitions, and one copy is retained by the purchase department for the record. So this is about the purchase order. Then we have fourth step which we are having, follow-up of the order. Follow-up procedure should be employed wherever the cost and risk resulting from the delay delivery of the materials are greater. So if the delays happen and it is costing more, then we are always following the this follow procedure is tries to see that purchase order is confirmed by the supplier and delivery is promised. Generally, the routine urge is made to the supplier by sending the printed postcard or circular letters asking him to confirm that delivery, whatever the date, and we are taking these confirmations from this particular. So we have to do these things, and another ways are also there. We have to continuously make follow-ups by the personal letters or phone calls or telegrams or even the personal visit to that particular supplier. We have to do the follow-up. Next is what the receiving and inspection. Once we place the order and the follow-up is made, then we are getting the materials. The receiving department receive the materials supplied by the vendor. The quantity are verified, and also the as per the purchase order, all the things are there that is checked. Then also we are also checking the whatever the quality is required. All these things are also checked. We also see the this all these things are as per the in a good condition. There is no any damaged piece. If there is a damaged piece is there, then it is a the conditions of the damaged piece and all these things will be recorded. And purchase requirements inform immediately about the this receipt, how many, how much material is received, what is the quality, and how much is the damaged piece, and this will be informed to the purchase department. Then next step is payment of invoice. When goods are received in satisfactory conditions, the invoice is checked before it is approved for the payment. The invoice is checked to see that the goods were duly authorized to a purchase. They were properly ordered. They are priced as per the agreed terms, and the quantity and quality confirmed to the order, and the calculations are arithmetically correct. All these things are checked, and then a payment of the invoice is made. Then seventh step is of the purchase procedure is maintenance of the record. Maintenance of the record is an important part and parcel of the efficient purchase function, because it is very much important here. The in industrial firm, most of the purchases are repeat orders, and hence past records serve as a good guides for the future action. So we are having the continuously have the records, then we can analyze this record. According to that, we can do the next purchase. Okay. Then next is what maintenance of a vendor relationship. So this is also the one of the important things. The quantum and frequency of the transactions with the same key suppliers provide a platform for the purchase department to establish the and maintain the good relationship with them. What is the benefit of this good relations? We are if we are having the healthy relations with the vendors, we are having the trust between them. Then we can have the good relations, and it will be benefit for our uh, future business also, and commitments are also followed. The efficiency of the purchase departments can be measured by amount of goodwill it has with its supplier. So how we are treating with this particular vendors or suppliers, it is very much important, and it will be give our image in the market, that good image about this particular. All these three steps which we are following, and we are following this purchase procedure when purchasing the any company. Now we are moving towards the next part, that is selection of a supplier. So we discussed is one part, but in a detail we will discuss about how we are have to select the suppliers. Selection of the right supplier is a responsibility of the purchase department. Okay, it can be contribute substantially to the fundamental objective of the business enterprise. Okay, so different strategies are required for acquiring the different types of material. So there are the different things are there. We have to follow these things, and we following factors are considered for selection of the supplier. Source of supply. So what is the source of supply is the one first part we have to consider. Best buying is possible only when the decision maker is familiar with the all possible source of supply, hmm, and their respective terms and conditions. So this features so how what is the terms and condition of the each supplier, and where what are the different source which we have suppliers we are having. We have to collect this information before we are placing the order. The purchase department should try to locate the appropriate source of supplier of various types of material. Okay, so this will be which required. Then we will move towards the selection of the suppliers. The survey of the following will be de- done to for the selection of the supplier. Uh, what we are having this we will say the possible source of supply is that specialized trade directors, assistants of the professional bodies or consultants. This we can take help of that. Buyer's guide or purchase handbook. We can go through these buyer's guides or purchase handbooks, and from there we can collect the informations. The manufacturers or distributors catalogs, we can go through that all these catalogs, and from there we can collect the informations, or we can select the things. Advertisement in dailies, we can give the advertisement in the dailies, or we can give the give the informations that this material is required and we need these materials. Advertisement in specialized trade journals, the different journals are there, business journals, in that also we can read. We can also to the trade fairs, exhibitions, where we can interact with the different suppliers and we can collect the information. So this survey of the following will be help to the developing the uh, possible source of supplies. So these are the things we can follow and we can have this particular supply. Then next part is development of approved list of supply. The survey stages highlight that existing source of the supplier. The business inquiry is made with the appropriate suppliers, and it is known as inquiry stage. Here, a short listing is made out of the given source of supply in terms of the production facility and capacity, financial standings, product quality, possibility of timely supply, technical competency, manufacturing efficiency, general business policies followed, and standing in the industry, competitive attitude, and interest in buying orders. All these things which we have to take into the mind, and we have to prepare the one list of approved supplier. Once we are having this approved supplier, then next step we are having is evaluation and selection of the supplier. The whatever the approved list is there, from that approved list, then we have to finalize the supplier. The purchase policy and procedure differs according to the type of items to be purchased, and hence evaluation and selection of the supplier is different according to the different material, what is the quantity, quality, and the frequency of the order, purchasing order. All these things will be in that things. The following variables to be considered while evaluating the quotations of the supplier. This what are the guideline point for the selection of the supplier. See, the factors are like this. Cost factor is very much important. Price, transport cost, installation cost, or any other costs are there. Tooling costs are there. Operation costs are there. Taxes are there, or the excise duties are there. Payments, and how much is the cash discount they are giving. All these are things are the cost factors. We have to compare these things. Delivery is also important as per our requirement. Delivery is there. What is the time of the delivery? How much period they are taking? All these things we have to take into the mind. What is the things they are having? So the buyers and the responsibility of the payments of the payment charges. All these things we have to take into the considerations in a delivery. Design and specific factors. Specific compliance, specific deviation, specific advantages, important dimensions, our weight, all these things as per our requirement, whatever the specification which we are having. In line with that, the demonstration of the sample or the they can check the this particular give the this sample things and after sale also whatever there is the procedure. All these things we are also the important while selecting the supplier. Legal factors. Legal factors, what the legal factors include the warranty, cancellation provision, patent protection, like legal liability, or different laws and all these things, reputation of the compliance. All these things are there that we have to take into the consideration while selecting the supplier. Vendor rating. Vendor rating is also the important things. What is the standing of that vendor in the this business forum, or we have to see that whether this all these things are there. After service also, after sales, what is the service they are giving, or other things are also there. We have to take into the considerations, and these are the some 5 points we have to take into the considerations while we are selecting the supplier from the approved list. Then in this rating, what we are having the vendor rating, we can say the categorical plan will be there for vendor rating, how we are rating the vendors. Under these methods, the members of buying staff related with the supplies like receiving section, quality control department, manufacturing department, etc., are required to assess the performance of the each supplier. So it is what we are evaluating this vendors based on this categories and where this or which departments are involved in that according to that. The rating sheets are provided with the record of the suppliers, their products, and the list of the factors of the for the evaluation purpose. The members of the buying staffs are required to assign the plus or minus notations against the each factor. Periodic meeting, usually in the interval of the 1 month of this, held in between the senior mans of the buying staffs and considering the individual rating of the each section. Consolidated and individual rating is done on the basis of the net plus value, and accordingly suppliers are assigned the categories such as preferred, neutral, or unsatisfactory based on this criteria which we are. Such ratings are used for the future guidance. So this is the how we are normally rating the vendor. Uh, in this rating the vendors, we are having the some points. The weighted point method will be there. In that, we are giving the weightage to the different parameters. Like here, the weighted point methods provide the quantitative data for each factor of evaluations. The weights are assigned to each factor of evaluations according to the need of our organization. Example, if you take the company decided the three factors to be considered: quality, price, and timely delivery. It will be one company decide. Like that, we have to also consider deliverability also. Their price will be different. Materials are having the different factor. One company is decided that these three factors. So what they are giving for quality, they are giving the 50 parts, but means more weightage is given for the quality. Price, they are giving the 30 parts, and timely delivery, they are giving the 20 months. Means price they are giving the more weightage. First, top weightage is given for quality, second weightage is given to the price, and third weightage is given to the timely delivery. The evaluation of the each supplier is made according to the these four set factors, and weight and the composite weight weighted points are asserted for each supplier. A, B, C are the rated under this method. Hmm. So whichever the things which we are having according to this. Okay. So this is about the purchase procedure and purchase order. So we will discuss the next point in the next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.